is that particular contract is going to be 34 when that contract ends. So he signed practically a 10 years contract. I thought that if you saw that tweet from Man City when he was doing on the snow, he was just wearing only a short on the snow as if he is the Iceman. So let's see what I think he's trying to stay at the Premier League forever and break all the records, because if he continues the way he's going, Pascal going to break all the goal scoring record in that league. But let's see if he's going to complete that contract or he's going to move at some point in his career. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Vote on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and we're here to talk about those transfers happening everywhere, those that renew their contracts, just like Haaland, and the Premier League this weekend. A whole lot of big games happening this weekend in the Premier League. We are going to talk about that. In the Serie A, big games. Milan is going to be hosting, Juventus is going to be hosting Milan in the Serie A. Games everywhere around Europe. We are going to be talking about that, and transfer windows happening all around us. Okay, good morning, John. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Feeling phenomenal now that the Norwegian Viking is, staying for the long haul. Super good news for me. Very, very excited. I've been on cloud nine since yesterday, and I'm happy. Something came up in the interview yesterday. Pep said if the club offer him the same 10-year deal, he was going to sign, and I couldn't be any more happy right now.
Well, let's see if he's going to sign, because Pep sometimes I don't know what is happening. Okay, good morning, and also how are you?
As all of Nate get good news, I don't get good news for I don't get good news for now like this. But I shall not say, Nashville to Chelsea, here we go. These people see medicals. Welcome to the show, guys.
Where you want to see that news? But let's see what happens with Rashford. He is always on the news, so let's see if he's going to be moving this January. Okay, let's dive into what we have today. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live now on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Join us, drop your comments. Anywhere you are, I'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, obviously. Let's start with the Premier League. Premier League games happening today, tomorrow, and on Monday. So tomorrow's game is Newcastle versus Bournemouth, 1:30. That's early kickoff 1:30, 4 p.m. Fixtures: West Ham versus Crystal Palace, Brentford versus Liverpool, Leicester City versus Fulham. The last game for today is Arsenal, who is hosting Aston Villa at the Emirates. Tomorrow is Nottingham Forest versus Southampton, Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United versus Brighton. Then finally is Ipswich Town versus Manchester City. On Monday is Chelsea is going to hosting Wolves. So Chelsea is playing on Monday this time. Okay, let's start with the early kickoff. What is the prediction? It's Newcastle and Bournemouth. Newcastle are informed. Isaac has been scoring, I think, 5 or 6 games in a row. And Bournemouth too, as you can see that they are doing well. They almost won that game against Chelsea. Apart from that last minute free kick from James that they shared the point in that game. They are going away to Newcastle again. What do you expect? What are your predictions?
For me, I think Newcastle are looking like a title contender, even though they are miles away from Liverpool right now. For me, if there's anybody that can stop their run of games, it's going to be Bournemouth if they can play to the best of their potential. But it's going to be a hard one for Bournemouth to win. So I'm backing Newcastle for this encounter. Hopefully, they put up the same performance we've seen them put up week in, week out.
Okay, so what do you expect to happen in that game?
Godwin, it go hard. It's tough because these are two qualify or get themselves to the Continentals. Newcastle win this one, they are Champions League spot. Yes, for now. Napa win now. Say for this game week. If they win now, if you win this, they win. They say they don't win Premier League. Until you stop to the win, you start to lose games, you start to drop points. You know they for the Premier League game. Now for Liverpool, they continue to win. They did that spot. And then number 4 now. If they win this game week, then go see the next week until next Premier League game week. Yeah, so if they win this one, they are secured for now of the Champions League spot. But if Bournemouth win, they are secure that they are going into the top 6. Europa League got sure for them this season. You get no questions asked. So it's about who wants it more.
We see a whole lot of games to play.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like John said, it's per game week, a game at a time. But for this game now who wants them more?
So who wins in that game?
For now, I'm going to back Bournemouth.
Okay. both of you, one after the other. Why people argue?
Nobody argue.
Newcastle
John for Newcastle.
splash them out of the water.
Okay, 4
Semenyo,
p.m. news is Leicester City and Fulham. Let's get your prediction for that game before we jump to Liverpool. Only he scored a brace in last game, so he's looking to continue his form. This is that he has played well.
Yes,
his brace has not been enough to give them a certain win, but it has put them in a draw. Like against Arsenal, you see where his performance have put them to secure a point against Arsenal, secure a point against Chelsea, I think. So his performance for Fulham this season has been top notch. But Leicester City now are missing too many players. So that's where their problem is. Defensive midfield is nowhere to be found. The back line, I think one of the fullbacks and one of the center half is nowhere to be found on injury. So I think they're on ice now. Fulham can just get this one in the back.
John wins.
Yeah, I'm backing Fulham. There's never going to be a day where I'm going to back Leicester City.
like I said, Fulham gets this one in the back.
Okay, West Ham and Crystal Palace. Who wins? Crystal Palace lost Chalobah back to Chelsea. Now West Ham has a new coach. The guy Potter is there and he won his first Premier League game. So you guys are playing at home. What do you expect? What are your predictions in that game?
If we do them against Fulham, we'll do them against.
You don't the brag.
Not be bragging.
Not the brag.
Not be bragging.
Honeymoon is over.
Honeymoon is not over.
Honeymoon is over.
I just one game. He came in. He lost his first game in the FA Cup.
Honeymoon.
If we can do it against Fulham, we know Fulham are on top from this season. We can do it against Crystal Palace. Mateta we don't learn how to score. Now just the fear. How can you take no? Because Mateta when he come Premier League, nowhere post there. Now Mateta is one of the highest. If you look at the top 10 highest goal scorers in the Premier League, now you go put his name for there with 7 goals in the Premier League. So Mateta for me now, na place where I fear, but no fear I reach.
Your prediction for that game?
I go win the Crystal Palace.
John, what is the prediction for that game?
I'm expecting a shock.
What is shocking you?
What is going to
The
shock
shock is West Ham losing at home.
It's not a shock though. It's a normal thing for them.
Yeah.
you? I told you this. I told you this yesterday. West Ham is the biggest club in London, and we will continue to be the biggest club in London. And Crystal Palace now our boys. They will come and they will collect.
This is the London that we hope you know.
And they will come and they will collect.
Okay, for that game, let's see who wins in that game. If so is going to smile this weekend, or if will come and be funny. Okay, let's move on to the other one. That league leaders is Liverpool. They are going to Brentford. Brentford last game got a point from Man City after scoring that 2 late goals. Now they are going to be hosting Liverpool. The thing about Liverpool this season, from December, January, they are not losing games, but they are dropping points.
Yes.
Because of all those unnecessary points they've been dropping, Arsenal is back at this, Newcastle is back at the title race now. Because of these 2 points they drop almost all the time when they go, especially when they go away from home. Now they are going to play Brentford. That that draw against it will give them a little boost. So, what do you think will happen in that game, Liverpool and Brentford?
That boost no show. That boost no reach boost at all. You know this energy drink for the drink. You know that time if you see you go speak to the prescriber energy drink.
I don't understand. They are talking about Mbema and Wisha in this.
That boost they get against Man City no be boost them for this one. Wisha will get his goal. Mbema might score his goal. One of the top there will score. Now waiting your one make I talk. Norgard will create an assist, definitely, but Liverpool will
Norgard and Damsgaard.
They will try. But these guys will blow them out of the water. Liverpool will desolate them. Will annihilate them. I cannot speak too much English.
So that game Spurs is looking to win this Premier League in the first try. Do you think it's possible? They need to be winning these kind of games.
He's in pole position, so he has to be in the conversation. But I always say, and I still come back to say that Liverpool are winning me points. Simple. It could be in this game against Brentford. It could be somewhere else, but there are points to be had. Simple.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. Let's see if Salah, for the past couple of games, Salah have not scored. He's stuck at that 18 goals. Let's see if he's going to be scoring in this game. Okay, let's get a prediction for that game.
I'm Liverpool any day, any time. 4-2.
Liverpool to win, John.
4-2.
Draw for you.
Draw win for Brentford.
Now proper bad be this. You are not doing your 5 in a row. Let another person carry the trophy.
Draw or win for Brentford.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
Let's move. Okay, the last game for today is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Arsenal is playing at the Emirates and they are hosting Aston Villa. Aston Villa is doing a business in this January. They bought in a striker, Malin from Borussia Dortmund. So for Arsenal, Arteta has been asked in his press conference, and like you look like you do business in this January. But I don't know the business, because the truth is that Arsenal needs a striker, because you cannot bank on Havertz about 6 months. It's crazy. If you do that, it's insanity. It does not even make sense. It's better you gotta find someone on loan, at least loan somebody.
It's tantamount to what Arteta, Wenger did to Arsenal fans when he brought in Kim Kallstrom in the January.
That one that played only one game and came back to FA Cup this final and scored a penalty. I don't know which one of the worst transfers Arsenal have made.
One of the worst transfers, you know.
Yeah, to no go. Right.
At least that was a young boy.
At least they have to score.
They just, but see, I'm just feeling like if Arteta wants to do anything, just get the player in. You know, I said this on, I think on the last game after their match the last weekend. I said this, and John was like, "No, did you get the permanent signing in, bro? You can get a loan player since you're talking about finance not available right now.
They say money no day. They want
at Arsenal, you don't come up for the job. New technical director they come in, so you don't want to spend too much. Make you no go bowl like the other person. I can make you no go confuse the other person.
I disagree, because one of the things that Arsenal have is that they have a club vision, and whoever is coming into that position now is going to come and drive that vision. So they know the type of player
they need. Second.
They know the type
of second.
That will concern you, but they know the type of player they need.
And like I said,
they know who is on their short list. All they need to do is reach out to the agents, those people on their short list.
They know
and get somebody in.
The thing is, will you be able to overpay?
The manager is still constant right now.
Yes,
manager is not changing.
Will you be able to overpay?
Overpay what?
Will you be able to overpay?
How much is Mamouche?
For a striker?
No, how much is Mamouche, man? Are we supposed to have paid 50 million for Mamouche? No, let's go there. How much is Mamouche? How much is the other guys?
And you think you pay, and
the other guys?
And you
how
think
much
you
are
pay,
those guys?
And you think you pay 50 million? It's not overpaying.
25 mil, man. Go look at the numbers. It's not overpaying. It's not overpaying at all.
When the numbers
come
back. Just wait, I want to tell you something. I said this on the show before, and I'm saying it again. Get a player on loan. You get
this
for the long-term plan, the player on loan.
It will not
if
cut
the person deliver, you get
it. Will not cut it.
If you get no deliver, wait another season.
The problem is with this part of things like getting a player on loan is that if you want to get a player on loan, you have to get an experienced player. He's probably let him so he can go back.
Get a player on loan. How much is selling? You see, for me, one I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about the time value of money. And I'm talking about the opportunity cost that Arsenal have right now. You are 4 points, if I'm not mistaken, behind Liverpool in January. Anything can still go wrong to derail your season further. Rather than spend that 50 million on a credible signing who is already on your short list, because of course you have scouts who are well paid and who do their job. So look at the list of prospects you have and get somebody in for that 50 million. 50 million is not so much to pay to win the Premier League title. It's not so much. 100 million is not so much to pay
you can risk it actually.
Yeah.
I think so. But
rather than waiting for next summer when everybody does a refresh, that's the main thing.
Okay, for this game against Aston Villa, do you think that Arsenal can get 3 points? Because Emery is something. Sometimes he has been a thorn in Arsenal's flesh for the past couple of seasons now. I think that game they won last season. That's why they didn't win the Premier League. If Arsenal won that game at the Emirates, they would have won the Premier League. But now they are coming to the Emirates again. Arsenal wants revenge. What do you think will happen in this game?
This game is a game where you go local and you say Ile Gidigo. It means that this one is strong because you have a returning Emery coming back to Emirates Stadium. You have an Arsenal side bereft of Saka and a couple of other key men in that side. Who is going to lead the line for them? Is Van Eyck going to be back and play in this game? Who is going to lead the line? Is it going to be Bumbling Havertz or Martinelli that used to play what I don't understand? Who is going to lead the line? I'm concerned because Aston Villa may not look it, but they have numbers.
Okay.
They have numbers. They have a clinical Watkins. They have a John Duran. They are even added, what's this guy's name? That from Dortmund, Donny Malen. Yes.
Okay. So what do you think will happen in this game and your prediction?
Arsenal are owing me points.
you
as the Babele Liverpool on their way to carry trophy, Messi just decide to Babele Liverpool. Arsenal are owing me points. As Liverpool they win, Arsenal they drop points for this one. The points will go back to 7 points. Aston Villa for the win. I don't tell you what Arteta need to do. I think no done before next week. They will lose their next.
Okay, George, your prediction for this game.
A narrow win for Arsenal.
A narrow win for Arsenal. Okay, let's move over to the Sunday game. Games that happen everywhere on Sunday. Okay, before we end, I think let me start with the United game, but let me start with the surprise of the season is Nottingham Forest versus Southampton. It's supposed to be a straight win because Southampton are on fire and Nottingham Forest is on fire.
Southampton are on fire. On fire of going back. They are on fire of going back to the Champions League.
Southampton is going good.
They are on fire of going back to the Premier
League. To 20th. Just start mapping out who you want to say now. Begin call their agents. You know whether you will get better money.
So Southampton is going to go down the Championship, obviously. They are rock bottom in this league, and then they are going to away to a high-flying Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, they got a point against Liverpool. That's the only thing that have taken 4 points from Liverpool this season, which is fantastic. So they deserve their position on that table. But if you look at that game, the operation for that game is supposed to be a straight win, guys.
It's supposed to be a straight win for Nottingham Forest.
But anything can happen in football.
But if Southampton put up a fight,
the same way they play against Man United, yes. I think they played well. It's just that they were unlucky.
Yes. Manchester United had somebody they had a Jesus in the boat who came out to save them.
Okay, now so who wins in this game?
As they all scored out Forest now, they all got Saturday. All of them just get Mura to bad behave the more. They look you as now they banter the Man U. Now Southampton and Nottingham Forest.
No, they don't come Man U. Why they drag Man U?
Second on the table and last for table. Just like me say, it's a second position in the class. Come outside. Out of 20 days, he said the record was last day. Come outside. He was supposed to even stand up for a chair. Now it's supposed to happen for this man. So that's not supposed to even show up at all. They're supposed to just as they take they lose, man. I mean, they just continue to lose the goal.
Well, anything can happen in football, but
if they put up the fight, that young man borrow my word. Say if they put up the fight, they might get the result. If they put up the fight, nothing for them. Even plus the fight, if they fight the fight against Man U, nothing for them. If they put up that fight against Osinadoy, Elanga, Chris Wood would just destroy everything. I know. So they say I don't go. I know. I the pity the guy now.
Okay,
let's. I'm not going to see that thing we do beginning of season. I'm going to pity him now.
Let's see what happens in that game. Okay, the next game there is Everton versus Spurs. Everton has a new coach and he lost his first Premier League game, right?
Yeah.
So now he's going to be hosting Tottenham. Do you think that he needs to win these first 3 points? Because if you look at where they are on the table, if he keeps losing points, he'll go back on the championship.
Who needs to win the point? Is it the new coach?
No, the new coach because
Tottenham needs to win.
Tottenham cannot qualify for top 4, obviously.
Yes.
So they are going to probably mix.
If they continue to
Everton
win games
to survive the Premier League.
Everton win games, they are sure of top 6 or top 7.
Everton.
Tottenham now. Depends on how the season goes. And hope for 1 or 2 magic to happen up front if they win their games, all their games from now.
How can they win their games without their 2 center halves and with the manager being as stubborn as what I don't know, playing a highland regardless? This is where I think that Everton are going to come good with all 3 points in this game. Look at their record. Look at their head-to-head together.
I'm not going to look at any head-to-head. I'm telling you, Tottenham are a big side. They need to be winning.
But there not be any big side.
They need to be winning their games to be in the conversation for the Continentals next year.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Your prediction for that game, who wins?
Everton winning, please.
Also,
I'm sticking with Tottenham.
Okay, the other game
I like 4 years, but Tottenham
is Ipswich Town versus Manchester City. I told you that Haaland signed that 9.5 years contract or 10 years contract, depending on how you want to see it. He's going to be staying at City for 10 years. And Pep said that it's very, very good for him that Haaland signs that contract. That means if he continues with this form or the way he's playing, he's going to break all the goal scoring record in the Premier League. You know what 10 years is, and he's averaging almost 30 goals a season. Wow. So that is a good. I think he won back-to-back Golden Boots, right?
Yeah.
He won back-to-back Golden Boots. So
Alan Shearer should be scared right now.
In 10 years, he will win 5. I think Henry won 3. So
But then Alan Shearer holds the highest goal scored in the Premier League, so
Yeah.
you should be scared right now because the closest contestant Harry Kane went to.
yes, I
win
think
it.
I think he needed 50 goals or something,
Yeah,
but
just
he
to
needed
break
a
it.
trophy, so he needed to move. I keep telling people, if Sir Alex Ferguson is still at Manchester United, he will buy Harry Kane.
Of course, no
Harry
doubt.
Kane is his typical type
Striker,
of striker.
yes, bread and butter.
But it's like his obvious. I didn't even know how well he's not there again. But
No, he wanted that he came. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted that he came.
no, I'm talking about he will not go to Solskjaer because Solskjaer is a smoker. I'm talking about Ferguson.
Forget about the small.
Even-
It's not the coach you are looking at or the club.
It's not the club.
Now, see, it's now who is it? You're saying now you just mentioned somebody now. You said about the coach, small boy, Solskjaer record and company record. Which one better pass? No,
You're not getting it.
He's not getting
That's
it.
still not
getting
getting
it.
it.
Manchester United
He's
was
playing for a
great.
younger. He's playing for a
Manchester United
younger.
was
Bro.
drifting. Manchester was drifting from the title. They are not in the content.
Yes.
They are not contending for the title again. So they cannot pull Harry Kane to
Yes,
Manchester
to
United.
Manchester
But
United,
if
yeah.
Ferguson was there, normally Ferguson would be challenging for the
Of
league.
course, yes.
He can also, because of who he is, he can bring in Harry Kane. But him going to company, he's not going for company. He's going to Bayern Munich because he will win a trophy.
You will win a trophy. The system
Ole
is
Gunnar
already in
Solskjaer,
place. Simple.
Before he went to sign the Lukaku he brought in, he brought in the
He
season.
was Jose
No,
Mourinho
sorry,
bought-
the season he did the wonderful comeback against PSG. His first half season. The next season, the first summer transfer, he needed a striker.
See what I'm saying?
I
I'm
know
saying
what
that
you're saying.
then Harry Kane cannot move to
Because
Manchester United
Ole
because
Gunnar
if he
Solskjaer
goes
is still
there,
in his
no,
1.5 year.
even if he goes there, he will not win the league.
Yes.
He
Because
can still win FA Cup.
He cannot win the leagues. Baba leave that in. And he will not leave. He will not leave Tottenham Hotspur to go to a
Let's
rival.
forget,
And he's not even sure of
calm down.
silverware there.
Let's forget that without the Hurricanes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer went to like 4 or 3 European
Baba,
finals.
we are not talking about the Gunnar Solskjaer here. We are
Seven
talking
finals.
about the Hurricane.
No, it's the same
Simple.
thing. If you had
Why are
gone
you
to
not
Man
getting
United,
triggered about Solskjaer, man?
if you
Why
had
are we
gone
going
to
over
Man-
Solskjaer's record?
if you had gone to Man United, the Champions League final against Villarreal, the semi-final
Wow.
against Sevilla,
Wow.
Champions League
so
and
Europa League final, UEFA Europa League final. These
For
4
fear
finals,
reach away, then reach
these
final.
4 finals that he missed
I
out on, and the FA Cup finals he missed
I
out
think
on,
the best bet he would have moved probably because
he would have moved earlier.
No, where he would have moved to City. But
Yes,
if he had
City
moved
came
to-
for him
yes,
at the second
if he
time,
had moved
but
to City, he would have won the Premier League. The
4
Haaland,
Premier Leagues.
but Haaland will
since-
not be at
City.
City.
I'm
So sometimes,
happy Haaland is here because Haaland is 24.
yes. So
Excuse me.
I think Pep planned it that way because Harry Kane was in his. Let's not dwell in this. If you don't enter Harry Kane, but
Let's
Now,
not
because of the
also
club where he
forget
come
that
out
at
from.
a certain point in time, Ronaldo was on his way to City. Yeah, CR7 on his way to City. Yeah.
okay, this game against Ipswich Town and Manchester City. What do you think will happen in that game, John?
For me, it's going to be a win.
It's going to be a win.
I don't care how it's going to happen. It's going to be a win. And for me, I'm looking forward to seeing Phil Foden get to his best self, get to his best performance, seeing KDB get back to his best performance, and then obviously the Norwegian Giants scoring goals. Man.
Okay. Now, so what do you think will happen in that game? If you should shock them a little bit.
If I thought say this person score goal, John go come back come in don't talk about Foden, Quinn and Kevin and who Haaland to run them right a bit.
I said I want to see
Blow
their
them
best.
out.
I want to see them.
Again. Before they blow them out, get the 2-2 draw. He switched down to shock City. 2 draw.
Okay, the last game.
2-2 draw for me.
Last game, Manchester United and Brighton. If you look at that game, Manchester United won against Southampton. They had a very poor performance after that brave 2 performance against Liverpool and Arsenal in the FA Cup. They went Southampton, even though they won that game 3-1, but it was a poor showing, especially in the first half. And Southampton have scored, 2 or 3 goals in the first half. But luckily for them, scored a hat-trick in the last 10 minutes of that game and they won. But they are hosting a different Brighton side. Brighton is not Southampton. And now Old Trafford is not a fortress again. Any team can go there and not even win them, outplay them. So that's the problem. Sometimes if you say that you go there and you put now to go there and they are thinking that this Old Trafford, let's go and play man. If you win, if you withdraw. But they are going hosting Brighton. What do you think happened in that game? What do you think Amorim should do in that game to win it?
I think the mistake he did in the last game should not repeat itself. Dallas should be back from the suspension by now. That's he has had the suspension. Is this he should be back for this game? So the backline would I think against Southampton it missed Harry Maguire. So Harry Maguire back in the middle of those two center halves, the third center half, the center back, and Dalot should back on the team. If he's not going to risk playing Malaysia, he should play back the Dalot in the team and let Ahmad play in the front line that he knows how to defend from.
John, what do you think will happen in this game?
For me, I think it's going to be a tough for Manchester United fans. We could go and brace for impact right now because this is Brighton. We are talking about Caro Mitoma. We are talking about the João Pedros. We are talking about guys that can create chances and who don't have, the problem Manchester United strikers have, which is they have no bearing on where goal is right now because if you look at the past 4 games, I haven't seen anything from Zeski or anything from Højlund, and you can go on and say service, but at a certain point in time, you have to just be able to do the job, irrespective of whether you get service or not. If it's not working for you camping, you find your way out. And at the opposite side, Brighton don't have that issue. They do not have the issue. They have the capacity to go there and score. And I will always back Brighton because Manchester United will still come up today and show us why they are Manchester United. If they like, let them come and shout, I am chosen, it's 3 or 1-0.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game for Amorim. He needs to start winning games. If you look at where Manchester United are in that table, it's very, very poor. And they are still only by not 3 goals that have a negative goal difference in that league, which is very, very poor for Manchester United. But hopefully, as you said, when he took over Manchester United, we'll give him this season, try out things. If it does not work, summer he will clear some players. He cannot release 10 players at once. He will clear the ones that you can clear, bring in some players. He tries again for January, tries again, let's give him maybe 2 seasons. Then see, after he gave the hard 3 seasons, and he almost made the whole team.
He almost send them back to the village.
Almost changed the whole team. So that's how he was. Rebuilding is that you have to trust the coach to keep changing players until they buy your own players.
The problem now is financially, are the Ineos team capable to bring in men? Can they bring in men? And then secondly, the people you want to clear out, if they are not suitors, are you going to now shoot yourself in the foot by collecting less than 50% of what you should? These are the questions. They are not yet answered. And there's not a one bullet fix or one medicine fix for Manchester United come the summer. Because some of them are on big pay and they would rather run that contract down than be exited from the club.
Look at what Chilwell is doing.
Yes.
What Chilwell is doing at Chelsea. He doesn't even bother, not even looking to move. He wants to just collect his throw there and something.
And then maybe one of them, like Anthony, will come in and put in a half-day performance and I'll say, this guy is looking at this, before you know, he will dodge exit in the
Okay,
summer.
let's get a prediction for that game. Manchester United and Brighton wins.
United will win.
Brighton win.
I don't get plenty English to speak. Not talking this guy need to do. Manchester United will win.
Okay, for Monday game, Chelsea is going to host Wolves. So on Monday, we are going to analyze that. Okay, that's all for the Premier League. Let's move over to other leagues before we talk transfers in the La Liga yesterday. Or let's talk about the Serie A because the Serie A is always interesting because one of the biggest games in the Serie A is Juventus who play Milan in the Serie A.
Juventus.
Atlanta is playing Napoli. Today in Serie A, a whole lot of big games happening in Serie A. So let's see who. So for Juventus and Milan, Juventus have been drawing games. 13 games they have drawn this season. Which for me, I don't even understand how that is possible that in this life that somebody can draw in before half of the season, maybe a little bit above half of the season, they have 13 draws. 13, you had me 13. So now what do you think will happen in that game? Draw again or for Milan?
For me, I'm going to back Milan to win. I'm going to back Milan to win Juventus. I don't see that being an issue for me because they have the firepower. They do not have this issue. I said maybe Randall Colomwani is able to play today. I don't know.
He's not playing today. He's not playing today.
But so I'm going to back AC Milan for the win.
Okay.
Say John just wait for this lose to just come. So I don't go finish the season unbeaten.
John
just they pray for them to just lose one match. Juventus.
Please, they should lose and sell Douglas Luiz back to
Juventus have been a big team. will be a big team. They'll continue to be a big team. This is a derby match. This is a big match.
You are not sounding like a politician.
Another draw is on the book. You know when I said this about the draw against Atlanta because of how Atlanta were chasing the title contention and all of those things, I said it was going to be another draw. John was like, for them to win the title, he said they need to beat Juventus, and this is where Juventus lose their game. This one is another draw. Because AC Milan now, even under the new coach, we don't know which way forward.
That game is happening at 6 p.m. in Juventus and AC Milan. Yesterday, Roma won their game against Genoa, 3-1, and the title challenge, race is on in this year too. Atlanta is going to host Napoli. You know, Atlanta needs to win this game.
Yes.
Lukman needs to score this game because anything a draw, if they lose,
we know Napoli back pocket.
It's going to be bad, but today
Napoli are going to be without Vicha, right?
So
yes.
Yeah, Vicha have moved to Vicha has
back.
moved.
I think PSG announced last night.
Yes, last night. So they are going to play without Vicha, but Atlanta needs to win this game.
Of course.
And anything, if Atlanta wins this game, they blow up the title race again.
Yeah.
Because if
Actually, it doesn't blow up because now it will be Inter Milan 3 points ahead of every other person. You get because Inter Milan. If Inter Milan wins their game tomorrow, Inter Milan is playing against them Empoli, and they are just second on the table, 1 point behind.
Don't say Empoli putting up
so you get. So for me, I just feel like the way we played against Napoli and Napoli in the first leg, and we got that win. If we play like that again, we'll get this win. You get Napoli are without key players currently, and they'll be finding a way to fix the team. Why for Atlanta, on the other hand, they didn't do any business. You get so players are still where they are. Players are in their position. They just need proper putting up together and taking the motivational speaker to give them the right ginger to go into this game.
Okay, let's see what happens in this title race. It's going to be 2 big games in Italy. Today, Juventus and AC Milan are playing by 6 p.m. and Atlanta. After that, Atlanta will host Napoli. It's going to be first and third in the Serie A. Let's see what happens again. Let's hope our own Lookman will get something because he has not scored in a couple of games now. I need him to start scoring goals. Let's see if he's going to be scoring. Other fixtures in the Serie A is Bologna versus Monza. Fiorentina is going to host Torino. Parma versus Venezia, Cagliari versus Lecce, Verona versus Lazio, and for tomorrow is Inter Milan versus Empoli. Monday is Como versus Udinese. That's all for this Serie A. Let's move back to the La Liga. La Liga, one game yesterday is Espanyol winning 2-1 against the Valladolid. For today's fixtures, you remember, Atletico Madrid surprisingly at their first.
Yeah.
And they have won 8 games straight in the. People are not paying attention to them. Talking about young boys of Barcelona, Mbappe for Real Madrid, Vinicius, Ballon d'Or, and Atletico Madrid.
It's generally winning the title.
Generally minding their business, moving forward, straight up.
Winning 1-0, 2-1, and be moving jelly, and they are on top of the La Liga, and they deserve it. Today they are going to play away to Leganes. What do you think happened in that game?
Leganes does not have a shout in this one. It's like saying Leganes should put up a fight so they can allow Barcelona into the competition again and allow Real Madrid. The competition is between this season. It now feels like the La Liga is between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid to lose it.
No doubt.
You get Atletico Madrid being first on the table with I think 3 points ahead of the next person. It's just okay for them to just continue to cruise.
3 points is not enough. We said that about Barcelona when they were 7 points up.
9 points actually. Barca were at least 9 points.
Let's say 9 points up. So 3 points is not even enough buffer.
Let's let them continue to cruise on that win. What's it called? Win.
For how long are they going to cruise now?
No, if Atletico Madrid continue to cruise on that win, on their winning records, then they get the title.
Yeah.
True. Let's what Atletico is going to be. Atletico is a team everybody needs to watch in this Liga because
it's very sound business.
Truthfully, they brought the team players, a defender. They brought in a defender.
They brought in
two midfielders. I think they brought in Calaga
from Chelsea. Guy.
Brought in Alvarez from Man City.
Solid from
Villarreal. So they did business and they brought in a couple of players, which it's fantastic. Let's see if they are going to win the La Liga. Okay, let's go to our YouTube channel and read some comments before we talk about Barcelona because Barcelona is playing today. And on our YouTube channel, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, Emmanuel Liu is saying, good morning, guys. Amorim, in his last interview, said that the problem of our players, said the problem of our players, and he said for the past 10 years, United have been playing counter-attacking football despite the yes, I think they built that counter-attacking from Jose Mourinho and all that. They keep playing counter-attacking football. And he's also saying it's difficult for United players to hold the ball, and to make matters worse, they can't run at all. The reason Ahmad got his hat trick is because he kept running without stopping.
Yeah.
But okay, doctor, it's Rashford. He's talking about how he's started the game. Oh, Rashford.
Doctor
And an
Marcus,
award from the
Yes,
English
yes.
government.
Doctor
So
Marcus Rashford,
Yeah.
MCB,
Okay.
CSP, and etc.
that's an MBE award
Yes.
from the Crown.
Yeah, he said that okay, Rashford can't even run. Finally, saying God will judge Dortmund. They showed me shit last night. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, back to the La Liga. Barcelona is playing today. Barcelona is a team that they're dropping points after trashing Real Madrid. That in that game, 4 goals in the La Liga. Everybody was thinking, okay, they're going to fly away with this league. Suddenly, they kept dropping points, losing points here and there. Now they are trying to fight back. The problem is that Madrid is playing well. Atletico is playing well in the league too, so it's going to be hard for them. Even though they can excuse them, they are playing with young boys that they can grow, which they are growing. Everybody can see that
Of
this team is
course.
growing together. And probably the next 2 or 3 years, those 18-year-old boys will be 20, and they are going to be a professional,
Let's
like
not also forget
superstars.
they have that personnel issue thing as well too.
So okay, in this game they are playing Getafe. What do you think will happen in that game and your prediction?
Rafinha. I think they have what it takes to win that game.
They don't get anything, no. Barca have been able to. The only thing they don't beat comfortably now when they started their highline Wahala, they Real Madrid, Copa del Rey, everybody, If you don't come back to La Liga, they will be like maybe when they put inside. You know, say if you want bath picking, they dey very quiet as they cry. And so back at the B, but if you don't come out from that water, they won't play. They dey everywhere. They dey very noisy. Now so back at be like this from La Liga.
So they are going away to Getafe. Who wins?
Getafe go shock.
Barcelona blowing them out. Nothing you want tell me.
Okay, the other big games in the La Liga this weekend is Real Madrid is going to hosting Las Palmas. Real Madrid are picking up points in this La Liga. Mbappe has been scoring back-to-back games, so he's getting his form gradually, and he's doing well at Real Madrid. But they are hosting Las Palmas. Who wins in this game?
Real Madrid, of course.
And Alaba is back. I'm hoping to
Real
see
Madrid,
Alaba
of
because
course.
it's been a very long time.
He's back, and they've been playing. I think they've been trying to implement him, but they never really put him for match these days. Then this guy is now complaining to the coach that he doesn't play as a wing back. He's actually a centre half, that they should play him in centre half position instead of playing in a 3-man back. Because the last game he played as a wing back, a full back, and what's it called now, Asensio. But I think in this game now, coming into this game, Alaba is back, the left back, and he can play alongside what's it called, Rudiger. At least let's get the defense line back first. Let's know what happens from there.
I think Vinicius is still serving his 2-match ban.
Yeah.
So I think this is the final one. After that, he can play the next game. But so Mbappe, everything will have to be from Mbappe today.
I'd like to see Mbappe play in that position. I have Hendrik start.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mbappe, Rodrigo. Then Gula, oh.
Gula in the 9th position.
Not 9 now. I called it Mbappe, Rodrigo. Now from left to right.
Okay, let's see what Real Madrid is going to do. But Mbappe has been scoring back-to-back games. Even that game they lost against Barcelona in the Super Cup, he scored the first goal in that game. So let's see if he can get another goal tomorrow. Okay, other fixtures in the La Liga this weekend. This weekend is Espanyol. I told you Espanyol won yesterday, and today Genoa is going to play in Sevilla. Remember, we have 2 Nigerians playing there, but they are not doing well. But let's see what happens with them. Okay, Real Betis versus Alaves.
They have been permanently benched.
Celta Vigo is going to play in Atletico Club or Atletico Bilbao. Osasuna is going to play in Rayo Vallecano. Valencia is playing Real Sociedad, and on Monday is Villarreal versus Mallorca. That's game for the La Liga this weekend. Moving sharply to the Bundesliga. Yesterday, Frankfurt beat Dortmund 2-0. In that game, their striker, their main boy, waved goodbye to the fans. Mamouche, he's going to be completing his deal to Manchester City on Monday. So he didn't play that game. Even though they won, he didn't play that game. He came out to greet the fans to thank them for all the things they have done for him. They have supported him. He's an Egyptian guy, so he's our brother from the north. So he's going to move to the Premier League.
Just to say, this is his first season in the club.
So if he's going to move to, I think he complements Haaland because he can play behind the striker. He is the guy that drifts. He's not necessarily the guy that comes. So he drifts from to the midfield to the. So he's going to fit in. Well, especially let's hope that Pep will not corrupt him. You know, we are talking about Greenish when he was dribbling at free roll at Aston Villa. Then he came back to City. He's like a robot now. Let's see if
you can't bench what's his name, KDB. Though I think Grealish is in a good position to take over that.
And I think KDB contract is finishing this season, and they have not actually offered him another one. For him, so probably they brought in. Maybe he might switch to 4-4-2. Pep can switch to 4-4-2 where the guy plays behind Haaland, but let's see what he's going to do. But Mamouche is going to live in Frankfurt, but their team won that against Borussia Dortmund 2-0. I don't know what's wrong with Borussia Dortmund this season, but they have been losing games back to back. The other big game happening today is Bayern Munich is playing Wolfsburg. Who wins in that game?
I have to back Munich.
Munich to win again?
A few seasons ago, it would have been me backing Wolfsburg, but Munich.
Okay, Nonso?
At home, you back Munich, but
anything can happen.
But anything can happen. Level against level, and this trophy is not sand. Nobody then get that. Nobody then beat them for. If another team do back to back, it no go bad. So if Leverkusen and our boys do back to back, Nathan Teller and the other guy
and Boniface,
if they do back to back, it no go bad.
You don't call Patrick Schick today.
Our boys.
I said our boys.
And Nigerian boys. Okay.
Even like Jeremiah Frimpong be like Nigerian boy. We more just leave him like that. It be like Calabar boy. If to say they do this one back to back, it will make sense.
Okay, for me, I have a personal. Even though I like Boniface, but I just have once I came to win this trophy in 30.
Yes.
I just for a personal reason. But let's see. Anything can be talking about
people they will no win trophy for their life, and they be great men.
Well, you cannot be a great without winning a trophy.
Yeah.
Not one.
No doubt.
Great men, they will not win trophy.
Great man, one great man will not win.
I'll give you a name tomorrow on the show.
Okay, if you're talking about their title challengers, is Bayer Leverkusen is going to be playing Mönchengladbach. Who wins in this game?
Leverkusen, definitely.
Okay, Leverkusen.
It's not going to be a walkover.
It's not going to be a walkover. It's not going to be a blowout. Because walkover in a blowout, it's not going to be a blowout. Their last game, I think they won by just a score of 1-0.
Yeah, 1 goal.
And if they just win by 1 goal.
Just win your game.
Just win your game. Whether you win by 1-0 or you win by 5-0. Now 3 points they go still count. Now later go they do the plus and minus of goal difference.
Okay, before we move on to the transfer market, let's run you through. Okay, let's take calls before we move on to transfer market, because as we said in this show, a whole lot of guys are moving. Haaland signed a contract. Mamouche is going to move into City after they signed 2 young defenders. I think City is going to build well, and I don't think Pep is going anywhere. But let's see what happens. But okay, you can call us and tell us what you think about this.
Make your predictions.
Make your predictions for today's weekend's game, especially in the Premier League. The number to call is 0915-570-8347, or you can call 0706-048-5853. Call us and tell us your prediction for this weekend. Okay, let's talk about Haaland, guys. Haaland signed a 9.5 years contract, John.
Yeah. Fantastic news. I saw the news yesterday and I was like, wow, thank you. Like he made my day yesterday.
Say thank you. Okay, let's take calls and let's see what our fans think about this weekend's prediction. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Name and location.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ibrahim. I'm calling for Adamawa.
Okay, Ibrahim.
Welcome
to the show. What are your predictions for this weekend's games?
I'm calling for Old Trafford boy.
Old Trafford boy. Okay.
My prediction for this week. Man United go win.
Okay.
Arsenal go lost.
Okay.
West Ham go win.
West Ham. They support them, so okay.
You know, so now we be the.
Okay.
Say Chelsea go win.
No, Chelsea go lost.
Okay, Chelsea go lose. Okay.
Chelsea go lost.
Okay.
Man City.
Yeah. Man City go lost. Okay.
Bad the legs.
All right.
I like that you want you to call Babylon.
All right, thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you very much, bro.
Okay, good prediction for him. Okay, let's
Man
see
City.
if Man City to lose against Ipswich at
It's
Igor
He go hard, shy. He
He
go
go
hard.
hard.
But Nabadole FC.
Igor
Anyhow,
Yeah, that's what you think now. Who won?
because other people they say only my team go win.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
He's a kind of
Okay, what are your predictions for today, this weekend's game?
You can be fair, Chelsea go lost. Man City go lost. We are the lost.
Is his own prediction now?
This guy lost. Tire me, you are very. Other, nobody's lost. And you know the loss. Yeah. But that's by the way, sir. You know, you kept on telling us the schedules of the matches, but no time. You didn't tell us the time.
Okay. I think I mentioned the time.
Mention the time. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Go rush.
I'm interested in Chelsea. What time is Chelsea?
Chelsea's playing on Monday. That's why I said on
Monday night.
Monday night football.
Okay, Monday night football.
Yes.
Okay. You know the loss.
Okay.
You know, say Monday night they did tricky sometimes.
All right, thank you very much.
You know the loss. Finally.
Okay, no wahala now. No wahala.
Is that going to play today?
Arsenal is playing, yes.
Arsenal is playing today.
6:30.
By 6:30.
Okay. 6:30.
Yes.
Okay. Arsenal no go lost. Then you win.
Okay.
Even though I'm a Chelsea fan.
All right.
Arsenal no go lost.
All right.
If them lost, they will play draw.
Okay.
My position. You guys are doing great, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend.
See, for me, you know, his first contract at Man City was about 7 years contract, I think, when he signed for Man City. He had a very long-term contract when they brought him in for Man City, and halfway through that contract, they give him another 9 years. So they are reviewing the one that the money they pay you no reach, they try, but the money they pay you.
I think it's the highest paid player in the Premier League now.
Yeah.
The money they pay you.
It's earning almost a 500,000
The
pounds.
money they pay you.
See money. See money. 500,000 pounds.
Put it for pitch be your money.
Oh my God! If they pay me, I will just play 6 months. I will retire.
No, God, the I put you. We will play.
If they
We will
give
play
me
2
this
seasons.
contract,
God, if I train you,
I'm
not be old. God, if I train you,
I don't lie no so.
God,
Do you want me to change my age and say I'm 21?
No, God, you are around. Let me look at your age. Look at me. God, if you play, you are around 27. 27 years old.
If I collect 500,000 pounds a week, 1 year I don't retire.
God, you are 27-year-old Nigerian sensation.
Okay, that contract is about nine and a half years. So let's take.
Good, they review this contract and give him extra money.
Him the highest paid player in the Premier League now. Okay, yeah. Hello, good morning. Okay, sorry, I can't hear you very well. You can just call us back 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your prediction for this weekend's game. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yes, Man United calling from IMT.
Okay. What are your predictions for this weekend?
Let me greet you a neighbor first now.
Okay.
Normally.
Greet them.
Yeah, neighbor, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Yes, but you know, say what goes around must come around, Abi.
Yes, but it has already come around.
So good morning. You go win. No worry yourself.
I know. Now, Chris Apple my children.
Yeah. Last time when Obama signed long time contract, the other one kill himself. Say why they want slave player. Now he don't involve to give somebody 9 years contract, even past the one way for Obama sign now. Waiting being on now. Is this slavery or him into where? So sometimes when you see somebody sign contract, no talk. You want nine the main slavery. How you go give somebody 9.5 year contract? Waiting now even Messi no.
Now in money now waiting they want. Now waiting they want.
So no. When you know say now waiting they want, no complain. You complain for palm on. What you thinking say they want to tie palm down so that no club will come. So them do now waiting them do. So sometimes when somebody do something, just leave on like that.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So What are okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, 0706048585 or call 0915-570-8347. Okay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, I can hear
you now. Good morning.
Good morning.
When the time comes, the game is not going to remain there, permanent to Manchester. One or two things may happen along the way. But I want that we keep a root gamble of that contract to 9.5 years.
It's too much.
Now, even though they want to buy him down, and Haaland, they are trying to appreciate him and paying him that amount of money. Something will something will happen along the way.
Yeah,
That's
it's true.
what Haaland. But talking about my team behind there, I know it's going to be a 5-1. But we are going to pick up a fight. Fight is going to be a fight. I'm telling you, but I know that they will come around this. I will surely find a way around this. Even if it's a swing win, 1 or 2, not 0 or 2-1, it's 3 points,
All right.
All right. No, I'm not saying that I know that with the Amorim, we surely find a way around this team.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, other transfers. AC Milan is advancing to sign Kai Walker. We are thinking that he's going to move into Saudi, but he chose to play. He wants to play
in Europe. Yes.
Europe once more. So let's see where that will take him.
The game against, I think I was in the Champions League and AC Milan versus Liverpool. AC Milan had more English players than Liverpool, who is an English team. So now, if this guy joined, I don't know if they are beating an English Premier League team in Italy there.
So let's see what happens with him. He's going to be moving to next week. He's moving to next week to AC Milan. Let's see what happens. We've told you again that Mamouche is going to be joining Manchester City on Monday. It's going to be a good deal for him. For Kisha has moved from Napoli to PSG. PSG are in very, very difficult situation in the Champions League, so they need all the firepower they need. And the rumors in Bayern Munich is that Alfonso Davies is going to sign a new contract, even though Real Madrid is still looking at that contract to see if they can convince him. But the rumors now that he's going to be staying at Bayern Munich for a couple of times. Juventus is planning to buy Tomori from AC Milan.
From Manchester City.
Let's see if that deal will materialize. I don't know why he moved from Milan to Juventus. For me, it does not make sense. But let's see if that will happen. So there are a whole lot of rumors everywhere around Europe. Let's see if it's going to happen. From Mwani, I told you already that Mwani is already in Juventus, but he's not going to play today. He's going to be playing from next week. So let's see how that happens. Real Madrid is still insisting that Trent will come in the summer. I don't know if Liverpool will survive this Liverpool matter. If Liverpool give him another contract, but we'll still had all these things played out throughout this transfer window. Okay, this is how we're going to end in today's show. Thank you for joining us today's show. Let's enjoy our weekend. Let's go and watch football. Let's hope that it give us a whole lot of goals that go like maximum, like maximum goal everywhere, especially in the game of City, Man United, and Arsenal. The big boss, let's hope that he give us a whole lot of games. And on Monday, we'll come back here and talk about those games that happened this weekend. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of this family. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music